So in this video, I'm going to be explaining why just about everybody should learn the basics of astrology. So when you start learning Vedic astrology, Jyotish, it's often very overwhelming because there is so much to learn. It feels like it's impossible to learn it all. And so you don't have to become an expert in reading charts. If you just learn the basics, it'll really help you understand your life and the world better. And let me just give a random example. What is Venus? Venus is luxury. Venus is woman. Venus is cash. It's crypto. It's currency. So by understanding what Venus is, you understand how to attract Venus. And so like Venus is woman, Venus is luxury. If you have woman, you have luxury. If you have luxury, you're probably going to have woman. And then understanding what Mercury is. Mercury is, it's called the Buddhi. Buddhi. And that is the intellect. It's like the mind, the intelligence. But the moon is the emotions and the awareness behind it. And then Jupiter is wisdom. So there's a difference between intelligence and wisdom. And Jupiter is actually you. Jupiter is who you are. But then there's the ascendant. And the ascendant is also you in a different way. And I don't know enough to discriminate the difference between the Jupiter you and the ascendant you. The ascendant is the constellation that rises in the east when you're born. And so basically like you have the ascendant, you have Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, Mars, Mercury, Sun, Venus, and Moon. And so Rahu and Ketu are the shadow planets. You actually can't see them in the sky except for during an eclipse. You can see Rahu because they say Rahu caused the eclipse. The eclipse travels backwards, not the direction of the moon, the solar eclipse. And Rahu and Ketu always travel backwards. And so just by understanding what the planets and the signs represent, it has really helped me to understand life in general and helped me to become more wise. And whether like you become an expert in reading charts and making predictions or not, it's just the fact of learning the basics of Vedic astrology, not Western astrology, is incredibly helpful. The issue is astrology has been contaminated, it's been tainted, it's been twisted with all the Western knowledge, the Greek astrology. It's called tropical system. And it doesn't even actually reflect where the planets actually are. So whenever you see anything on Instagram or anywhere ever about astrology, it's 99% of the time bullshit because they're all using Western astrology. And for any of the girls watching my videos who are into Western astrology, sorry, I don't mean to be insulting, but you're missing out so much. And so like the thing is, a lot of people will learn their Western chart and then they'll agree with it and then they say that they resonate with it. But it's largely because it's not actually who you are, it's just who you taught yourself to believe who you are. And so the houses in Western are still accurate, but the signs are all off. And the Western system does not have nakshatras, which is a finer detail of every sign. And it doesn't have all the same aspects. Aspects meaning every planet will affect another planet that's a certain distance away from it. And it doesn't have divisional charts. Divisional charts are charts within charts. Like the D3 is your desires, the D9 is your marriage and the strength of your planets. The D1 is your birth chart, the D10 is like the karma of the world and career. And like, yeah, it gets very complicated. It could be overwhelming to learn. But if you can just learn the difference between Western and Eastern, learn what the planets mean and all the signs and houses, it could be very helpful. So I highly recommend, if you're going to learn through KRS Astrology. His old videos have a goofy intro, but he's actually a really funny guy. I actually really like him. And by understanding astrology, you can watch his other videos that explain concepts of reality. Like he says, in order for you to get married, you have to have the blessing of Jupiter. It takes 12 years for Jupiter to go through all the cycles, all the signs. And so your marriage doesn't fully activate for 12 years because you have to test the marriage over the course of 12 years. Can you be with this person for all of the progressions of Jupiter? All the transits. And so, sorry, I need more milk. And so there's just so much incredibly useful information, not just about astrology, but I mean about the world, the universe, how the world works, spirituality, energy. Like, how does the world actually work? And you're not going to understand his videos unless you know astrology. And so it's just like, learn the basics of the language. You don't have to become a poet of astrology to be able to make all these amazing predictions. Like, well, I mean, you don't have to become a poet and be able to do all these predictions. Just learn the basics. And my motivation for this video is that I want people to start watching KRS Astrology's videos. I want you to just binge through all of his videos. Like, that's what I've been doing the last several months. His videos have been incredibly helpful to me. And it just like, all these things, concepts to understand, like the exchange of energy, like giving away something for free gives away its value. And like the importance of charging money for things because it's the energy exchange. And he talks about all this with astrology. And you know, it's why I can't help people with the diet for free anymore. I can, I'll make some videos, but if you're gonna ask me questions, like, yeah, I'll answer sometimes, but a lot of the time I just tell people, join my Patreon. If you want help, you have to join my Patreon because it's not good for me to teach it for free. And then also there's like the concept of blessings, which I've learned through KRS Astrology. Like, to be taught something directly from an individual is more powerful than reading it in their book. There's something called Kriya Yoga, and you can only learn it through a teacher, because if you read the book on how to do it, it's not going to work unless the teacher blesses you. And what the blessing means is just that by them believing in you, having faith in you, by them respecting you and teaching you, they are transmitting their energy to you. So the other day I was talking about English and the energy of English, and just that, or language. Language is just a way to articulate energy. And so when someone gives you energy directly, you get more than just the words they say. You get the energy behind it, which is so much more. All the work they've done for years to learn what they've learned, they've cultivated this energy. That's the wisdom. The wisdom is the energy inside themselves. And so by receiving their blessing, you receive more than the words they say. You receive the energy behind it, which is all the experience they've had. And then you get to have a shortcut, an advantage, basically, a head start by receiving somebody's blessing. So, in short, I highly recommend you guys to start learning the basics of astrology through KRS Astrology on YouTube, and then go through his other videos. And there's a lot to learn with it, and all the information is very important to me. It's something I talk about and think about a lot, and I need you guys to begin to understand it, because I don't want to have to dumb myself down to talk to you guys. I want you to understand what I'm saying. So I need you to learn this language of astrology so that we can be on the same page.